What's good, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. Sorry I'm late. And I know y'all thought I wasn't coming either. But in the words of the great Quad the Fraud, baby, don't count me down, don't count me shout. Don't count me out and don't count me shout, baby. I'm coming, okay? We got some stuff that we got to talk about today, though. We got some hot topics that we got to discuss today. I really haven't been online today. I've been seeing stuff here and there. I've been running all over the world. I ran out of ground turkey. Well, I didn't even run out of ground turkey. I thought I was running out of ground turkey, and I usually go grocery shopping one day a week. But last week, I didn't really have to buy any meats, and so I knew that I was going to have to go to the store earlier sometime this week or whatever, and I thought that I ran out of ground turkey today, but I just went grocery shopping today, and then I had to go and take people some. I had to run a lot of errands and stuff today, and I didn't think that I was going to be down here. I knew that I wasn't going to be on time, but don't calm me down and don't calm me shout, okay? I told y'all, for the most part, I'm always coming down here, but I'm here, baby. We here. We got some things that we got to talk about today, okay? First, we got to talk about Royce, baby. Y'all I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm saying this, and I'm not backing up off of it. Royce needs to sit this one out. And most importantly, her son needs to sit it out too. Baby, every time I get online, they got a new video out. They thinking they won. They thinking they vindicated. Baby, you can't win this one, baby.
You can't win this one, Boopy.
You can't win this one, Boopy. Okay? So we got to talk about Royce and her child. Okay? I don't even know if he's a child anymore. Okay? Then we got to talk about the delusion from Charlamagne the God, baby. Charlamagne the God believes that YouTube is suppressing their numbers. Okay? We got to talk about that. Then we got to talk about Tasha K. They say that Tasha K and Bundy Blue fell out. I really didn't know that Tasha K and Bundy Blue fell out, but I got some thoughts about what I've seen. We got to talk about Monique is difficult. We got some stuff we got to talk about, okay? But before we get started, let's see who up in here, and then we gonna talk, okay? Let me see. Rita, what's good? The Inform, what's good? Shay Creed, what's good? Baby, I had a day fast tire. You had a fast tire? Corin, what's good, baby? I'm so sleepy right now. I'm supposed to be asleep right now. Monique Linus, what's good? Shay Creed. Linda Marshall, what's good? She fancy. Rita, Gabor always late and low budget like or something. Never, baby. If I ever raise my paddle, I could pay. You ain't got to worry about that, baby. Oh, I got a super chat. Thank you so much. The Inform. She said Gutter K is gone. Is she really? Is Gutter K really gone? Let me know. Has Christmas come early? Or you just saying it, The Inform? For real, though, don't play with me like that.
Come on, give it up.
Is she gone? Let me know. Do we already know? See, I feel like I saw some stuff with Giselle. I don't know if we'll be able to get into it today, but I don't know if we there yet. But I seen Giselle trying to get her flute yesterday because she tried to come for Wendy. Okay? But we're gonna talk about it, okay? Is it 5 minutes yet? We're not 5 minutes yet. Natural Twins Mama, what's good? Rob J, what's good, my nigga? How do you know? I don't know yet. I'm just telling you what I saw. Also, thank you so much, listening. She said, Happy Wednesday, good boy. Thanks for the last and consistent content. I'm trying. Thank you so much for appreciating it. Yes, Kay is not returning to RGP. Kevin, please send it to me on Instagram so I can see it for myself. I gotta know it. I gotta know for sure. Okay? I feel like that I'm gonna have a bad day, but not a bad day. Let me not claim that. I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time, child. I don't know why. Y'all told me yesterday. To be honest with you, I'm not really interested in seeing no EJ Johnson interview. You get what I'm saying? For the most part, I'm not really interested in seeing no EJ Johnson interview. But EJ Johnson went and did an interview with Carlos King, and he has some things to say. And baby, this is the thing. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I'm not an open book. open book, but I don't mind sharing when other people share. Correct? So sometimes when I'm hesitant on Patreon or when I'm talking to y'all, it's not that it's just that I don't think that people not in gay spaces will understand the things that like Q and I or me and some, friends will talk about. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not that it's just that I don't think that people will understand, right? So EJ, it says he did the interview with Carlos King, and I feel like Carlos King is a slut queen, and I think that he's messy, but not in a bad way. He's shady, right? He could be messy, but he is very, very shady. Okay, so he was interviewing EJ, and I don't know if I'm gonna want to talk about this right now because I don't know if I got the words to say, but I know exactly what EJ was saying. We can talk about it. Let's see. Okay, let me try my work. Okay, it says EJ Johnson explains why he isn't attracted to gay men. They are not interested in me. Okay, so let's listen to what he said.
Liking the same guy.
Honestly, that is ultimately what got the show picked up.
Well, hold on. Let's go back. So basically, EJ was saying that he goes to gay clubs, but when he go to gay clubs, he not really looking for no man in no gay club. He usually find his man in straight clubs. Right? He usually find his men that are usually attracted to him, he usually find them in straight clubs, is what he said. Okay? I have a friend, and my friend thinks that I understand what EJ is saying, but how can I say what I'm saying? How can I say what I'm saying? I kind of understand what EJ is saying, kind of, right? EJ was saying when he goes to gay clubs that niggas, the dudes in the gay clubs ain't looking at him. And I hate to say it, but that's the truth. I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, I have me and my friends talk about this a lot, because, one of my friends feels like that EJ dates outside of his race. And, I believe that we had the conversation up here before about EJ. What is who is it? It was EJ. What is his name? Billy Porter and somebody else, right? I'm not trying to be funny, but if I go out, I think that EJ is kind of correct, right? Probably 85, 90% of the men in the club, in the gay club, are probably not looking at EJ. You get what I'm saying? And that's the truth. And I don't know if I don't know if it's because he's ultra feminine or almost trans-like, right? I don't know if that's what it is, but he's also not fab. He's fab in like he wears the clothes, right? He can put that. It's expensive, right? It's expensive to be me, right? But other than I'm trying to find an equivalent of an EJ who is kind of like somewhat attractive, right? And I'm it's no shade to him. Let me get up off of this, baby. Let me get off of it. I can't really. I'm gonna have to write down my words. This is gonna have to be a open letter. But I don't really think that EJ is probably pulling niggas in a straight club either. You get what I'm saying? I just don't know. I just don't. I understand what he's saying, but I don't understand what he's saying. I also think that he was. Sometimes I feel like, girl, let me just move on. We'll talk. The men want to be in secret relationships with him. Do I think so? No, stay on it. He ain't a looker. No, it's not just that. There are women who look like him, so I definitely get a man is confused, especially in the dark. But Jassy, I don't know if they confused or not. That's the thing. But is he giving puss? No. It's very hard to explain. It's very hard to explain if you are not, if you probably haven't really been to a gay club or anything like that. Is he giving puss? No. Is anybody walking past EJ and thinking this is a woman? No. But can dudes or can straight men be attracted to the femininity of him? Yes. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. It's not that, to him, he believes that he operates as a woman. You get what I'm saying? And so it's not that they think that he's puss, but he's very feminine. Men are attracted, some men are attracted to femininity, right? And so is he giving puss? No. Is he acting like puss? Yes. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna have to write an open letter. I'm gonna have to write an open letter to our sister. Thank you for the super chat. He said that's why I laugh when girls say they will never mess with a man that's gay. If only you knew. But I also too with EJ, I don't like the rhetoric that EJ is putting out there, and I think that you have a lot of men like EJ who. The rhetoric that they put out there is very dangerous. And I think that they purposely put it out there to kind of I don't want to say spite women, but kind of like I'm just like you. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense what I'm saying? It's almost like, well, we're the same thing. I mean, if they're attracted to me, they're attracted to you. Right? Well, I can have your man. I mean, straight men look at me. It was almost like that. I'm going to have to watch the full interview. Right. As if he's like competing with women. Like I'm in there on your level. I mean, your man can look at me. You know what I'm saying? I can go to the that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. The rhetoric that they spill, and the thing is, it's just a whole conversation because it was also with the whole T.S. Madison and Nene too, like right because to be like okay, well no, the most men that I be with is straight, and EJ is not trans, right? So I can understand T.S. Madison feeling the way, but EJ is not trans. But we can talk about this at another time. Okay. First, let's get over here to Beverly Hills, darling. We got a lot of stuff that's going on. We gotta run through it. Baby. Now, I knew that Erica Jane. Remember, Erica Jane was getting beat. Erica Jane told us she was over there getting beat, baby. Erica Jane said that she was over there with a man. She said it wasn't none of her husbands. I told y'all before, baby. If Tom was over there beating her ass, it's because she wanted to get beat. Okay. Erica Jane had dinner with Denise, and Denise said that we knew that Aaron was going upside her head. Okay, Erica Jane shared that she was also getting beat too, and so I'm like, baby, who was the man? It couldn't have been Tom because Tom was wearing a motherfucking pamper. And I saw a pamper on Married to Medicine too, but I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. I'm just saying. Anyway, if y'all caught it. If you saw a pamphlet and Married to Medicine, put an M in the chat. In the M in the chat if you do, you know what I'm saying? But we don't, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, Erica Jane said that she was getting beat. And I'm like, girl, how you gonna get beat by a man that was in a pamphlet? And so I'm glad that she clarified on the episode. She said that she, it was under her husband. It was a brief relationship that she had. And she got out of the relationship. Okay, so we now know. Everybody was telling me it was Armie Hammer, somebody, whoever the Armie Hammer man. I don't know who he is. Okay, I don't know who Armie Hammer is. Okay, but we got a little bit more info on who the man was. Okay, so shout out to TMZ, baby. I love it. Okay, it says. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills abuse confession linked to LAPD response to her home. Okay, look at Erica Jane. Okay, Erica Jane's shocking Real Housewives of Beverly Hills abuse confession is shedding new light on a frightening police response to her home. TMZ has learned that the incident involved a suspect who refused to leave. Okay, what you mean you ain't leaving? Oh, baby, no. Baby, you getting the fuck up out of here, okay? It says, during a recent episode of Real House of Beverly Hills, EJ made the revelation during a tense conversation with Denise Richards and Sutton Track about Denise's divorce from Aaron Pfeiffer's. After a photo of Denise with a black eye came up and Denise explained that Erica said that she also experienced abuse in the past. She made it clear that it did not involve either of her former husbands, okay? Law enforcement sources tell TMZ a male suspect described as a black man and a friend of Erica's allegedly broke into her Los Angeles home on September 20th, 2024 and refused to leave. So it was a black man. Okay? Law enforcement sources tell TMZ a male suspect described as a black man and a friend of Erica's allegedly broke into her Los Angeles home on September 20th, 2024 and refused to leave. Our sources say the suspect was reported to be inside of a bedroom at the residence, sparking a call to police, and a domestic violence report was taken. We reached out to Erica's rep. So far, no word back.
Wow.
It can be.
Really?
A black man, Erica Jane? I feel a certain type of way. I feel a certain type of way. That's all y'all gonna say since a black man? Shit, it could have been me. Baby, we need more than that. We need more than that. Not a black man. Thank you for the super chat, JW. He said, not Erica getting mollywopped by her black king. We need more than that, baby. What do you mean he broke into the house and refused to leave and went into a bedroom and went upside your head? What was you doing? Oh my God, JW said, was it all of them? She raised that leg up over there at Garcelle party? Yeah. Could have been all of them for all we know. Miss Fried Green Tomatoes date black men. You know she date black men, baby. And should ask Bose about it during a reunion. Wow. She just won't be photographed with one. Baby, Erica was over here with a black man and let him go upside her head 3 times. And she had to tell her tell her son. Erica, girl, we need more story. Baby, you're going to have to give us more than that, baby. I'm not trying to be funny. That could be any nigga in LA. That could be any nigga in LA. Shit, it could be EJ. We need more than the black man. We need more than the black man. That's all you have to say into the phone, girl? Well, he's black. Can you describe him? Well, he's black. Erica, girl. I knew I wasn't feeling her. Read it down, girl. Was it Kelly? Now listen, she can't help it because the black man went upside her head now. She can't help it because a black man went upside her head, baby. It would have been a dead black man on the lawn, though. It would have been a dead black man on the lawn, baby. Girl, what you mean he kicked down the door and came in there and went into a room, girl? You mean to tell me that the nigga came in, broke into the house and said he wasn't leaving? Getting the fuck out of here? You getting the fuck out of here? Girl, please. Oh, Jesus. I couldn't imagine. Baby, shout out to Kendra G, baby. You got the same black man. What they said, baby. The vampire, Dina. What Dina said? Let me see what Dina said. Hold on. Let me see. Was it Keely? Could have been. Yeah, we need more than just a black man. What the heck did she do? Oh, no, you didn't. It was given. It was obvious. Sound like a lie. Oh my God, did he really break in? You know, people in LA don't be keeping their doors locked. I be like, we're not gonna do what? Baby, lock this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She must have just scooped him up from Compton or Inglewood. Child. Baby Erica, you're gonna have to come with more than that. Okay? What else we got? Who else? I forgot who on the thumbnail. Let me see. Let's get over here with Monique. It was some stuff. So I talked about Monique yesterday on Patreon. But you know, when I be in the gym, I be forgetting shit that be on my chest. Okay? So remember, Monique wrote an open letter to Whoopi. Monique is difficult. Okay? Monique wrote an open letter to Whoopi, and she titled it "The Little Girl That Came Behind You," the black girl that came behind you, or some bullshit like that, or whatever. My sister. This is the thing with Monique. I forgot to tell y'all yesterday that if it wasn't for Whoopi, and see, this is what makes Monique so difficult. If it wasn't for Whoopi, Monique wouldn't even had her ass over there at The View. It was because Monique wanted to tell her story in front of the people that Whoopi even let her come on the show and vouch for her to even come on the show and tell her story. That's the thing with Monique. You can try to help Monique and she always burn you in the end. That makes you difficult. This is the second time, right? Whoopi didn't agree with you, but she still let you come on that show and give your grievances about what happened with Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lee Daniels and Lionsgate. But because she didn't agree with you, you want to go back and tell what happened behind the scenes? Kevin Hart lent you $200,000. Kevin Hart lent you $200,000. But because he didn't create a talk show for you, you was running around. He said, I'll help you with a project. Y'all in here trying to make another talk show. How come you didn't make the Hattie McDaniels movie? He gave you $200,000. Then you want to come around and say, well, I paid him back, but I gotta talk about him, my brother. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. If somebody lent you $200,000, no matter what he did for you, you were supposed to shut your motherfucking mouth. I can't be running around here with my name out here in the street with the likes of you and Sydney. And another thing too, Joy had told her, remember she was upset, and Monique, and I will say this for Monique, Monique was correct with Netflix don't have to come out and fight her because Charlamagne did it for them. They were. But Monique, you could not answer this question. Okay? What happened was she went on The View and she talked about trying to get Monique is just looking for a big payday. Monique was looking for a big payday. And she was upset because Amy Schumer got $13 million. Dave Chappelle got 20, Chris Rock got 20. They offer her 500,000. Okay? They offer her 500,000. And they asked how did they come up with that number for Amy. They said that she sold out Madison Square Garden 4 times. Okay? And so Joy was like, okay, but Monique, she sold Madison Square Garden out 4 times. You know, that's asses in the seat. And Monique said, well, if you look at my resume, it was asses in the seat. It wasn't asses in the seat, though. Did you sell out Madison Square Garden? You did not. When you did Queens of Comedy, you love to bring up Queens of Comedy, Monique, and I'm not trying to fight you for Netflix, baby, but that was a theater. Even when Netflix gave you your special, it was still a theater. So how could you justify $13 million? How? Should you have got $500,000? No, I'm not saying that you should have got $500,000, mama. But you didn't have asses in the seat. You didn't have asses in the seat. I don't think that Monique can sell out the Laugh Factory. I mean, it's just not funny no more. It's just not funny no more. The funniest thing that you did lately was the letter to Whoopi. Monique, you gotta let it go, mama. At a certain point, it wasn't asses in the seat, girl. It ain't. It ain't. Monique, in 2 years, it will be 20 years since you did Precious. 20 years since you did Precious. And you still at this shit, girl. And you still at it. To be trying to prove that you was right. And me too. That's who I think too sings the car. Right. So thank you. Samore was the best one when it came to the Queens of Comedy. I thought that Samore was the best one too. Everybody tried to fight me. Samore had the best set. Samore had the best set. That Monique shit, that bitches, skinny bitches, don't nobody give a damn about that. Nobody give a damn about that. Thank you for the super chat, Jason Hallersworth. He said Monique is exhausting. She's deaf. She's not going to get the apology. Get the cup phone. Daddy needs to get a job. He do need to get a job. He do need to get a job. And he can't be her manager. They both can't be out of work. People. And I love you, Monique, but you got to let it go. People. Now let's get over here with Charlamagne. Charlamagne, baby, refuses to accept defeat. Okay? Now let's be real. In my humble opinion, in the words of Monique, in my humble opinion, the Breakfast Club was through. The Breakfast Club was through. The Breakfast Club was through before Angela Yee left. Right? I was still watching every now and then, but I feel like I'm part of the coach. I'm the coach. If I don't watch it, it ain't jack shit, nothing. Okay? There was a time when the Breakfast Club was much watched TV. I got introduced to a lot of people through the Breakfast Club. That's where I first met the fraud that we now know is Dr. Umar. I met Ebony K. Williams over there. I met a lot of people through the Breakfast Club, but they haven't been shit since before Angela Yee left. Dare I say, before the pandemic, right? So it just wasn't working. I don't even know why they even got Jess over there. To me, I just feel like I remember in watching The Last Dance, and it was The Last Dance, and also Usain Bolt, and they talked about, you know, when you get ready to leave a sport, how do you want to be remembered? How do you want to leave? And Usain said that he wanted to leave on top, and Eddie and Michael, my father-in-law, Michael Jordan, said that he wanted to leave on top as well, right? The Breakfast Club numbers have been tanking for a minute. It just hasn't been the same. Now, they did pick up some steam when Jess and Lauren LaRosa was getting into it, but other than that, it just wasn't popping. So they ended up iHeart, Blackheart Effect, the Black Effect, whatever it was. They signed a $200 million deal with Netflix. And nobody's been watching. Nobody's been watching. Now Charlamagne is saying that that YouTube is suppressing their numbers. They suppressing the numbers? No, baby. Ain't nobody suppressing the numbers, baby. We're not tuning in no more, baby. We're not watching. We're not watching. As soon as, listen, baby, I went over there and looked for the Jill Scott interview, and it was a 3-minute clip over there. Once I know that it was only 3-minute clips over here, baby, what the fuck are we coming over here for? If we can't watch the full interview on YouTube, why the fuck are we going to the Breakfast Club? Why are we clicking on a 3-minute video? And we can't watch the full interview. Right? Father-in-law, the boy's manifesting. That's already done, baby. That's already done. I'm not manifesting nothing. That's already done. Charlamagne the God. Lenore. Baby, there's no need for us to go over there and watch a 3-minute motherfucking interview. Okay? Then Charlamagne is saying, everybody's saying, baby, y'all dropped the ball with Netflix. Y'all went to Netflix? Part of the experience was the comment section. We don't have a comment section. And he said, well, people say that they don't watch the Breakfast Club on, what did he say? People say they didn't watch it. He said that, you know, they making up narratives that we lost our numbers, that we lost our fan base. We didn't make up a motherfucking thing. Jess came down there and told us. Jess came down and told us that y'all lost y'all numbers. Hold on, let me pull it up. Jess is the one who told us that. Did nobody, well, we was already saying it, but Jess let us know that y'all lost y'all fan base. Jess told us that. I showed it over here before. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Y'all know if I said it's the truth. But Jess told us. Here we go. Jess told us. We ain't make up shit. Jess told us that y'all lost y'all fan base. That y'all didn't have the engagement. Here we go.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, or that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope.
Just told us. So what are you talking about, Lenore? What are we talking about? So Jess is the one who told us that. Nobody made that up. Jess is the one who told us that. Okay. And then Charlamagne is saying that, you know, y'all say that y'all not watching the Breakfast Club on Netflix, but y'all watch the Next Top Model doc and the Diddy doc. Yes. I will go to Netflix to watch a documentary. I'm not going to Netflix. When I turn on the Netflix app, I'm not watching a motherfucking interview from the Breakfast Club. I'm not watching it. On the Breakfast Club, I will watch the Tyra doc. I will watch the Diddy doc. That doesn't mean that we're going to watch a Breakfast Club interview over there. And so he said, if our numbers are tanking, why don't y'all show us that the numbers are tanking? Why don't you show us that the numbers are up? Why don't you show us that the numbers are up? I know the numbers are not up because I go on Netflix down there every night before I get ready to go to bed, and y'all are never in the top 10. Only thing you tell me about the Breakfast Club is y'all have a new episode. New episode, right? You can't even play it on times 2 on Netflix. Y'all didn't factor all of this stuff in. I'm not watching a Breakfast Club interview on Netflix. We don't got all day. The thing is, you have some people who think they're bigger than the culture, right? And they think that they can move the culture or shift the culture. Jay-Z thought that he could shift, that he was bigger than the culture. And so y'all let him go over there to the NFL and say, well, I can get the niggas in line and let me do the halftime show. And y'all let Jay-Z go and say, we tired of kneeling, right? Charlamagne said, well, we the culture. And if we tell the niggas to get to Netflix, trust they gonna follow me. And yo, we got Netflix subscriptions. We do. But are we gonna watch it on Netflix? Absolutely not. I won't. I won't and I don't. Shout out to Heavenly. Shout out to Big Hell. I won't and I don't. Thank you for the super chat. He said Monique would have stayed with her manager. She wouldn't have to ask Kevin Hart for no money while laying next to her husband. But if you want an apology from Whoopi, priorities are wrong. The priorities are wrong, baby. The priorities are wrong. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Suez Canal. She said the Breakfast Club was a movement, but now I just can't. It's over with, baby. What did Shanti say? I never forgive what you did to me, so I'm gone. I'm leaving, baby. Oh no, it's not. It's on YouTube. Why we do that? Yes, it's gone, baby. However, don't got Netflix by now is not getting it. Whoever got it don't got Netflix. No, we're not getting it. It's over and done, baby. Wrap it up, Delicious. Wrap it up, Delicious. Nobody's suppressing your numbers. We don't care about a 3-minute clip. Who the fuck you think you is, Vlad? Now, Vlad has been piecing us the shit piece by piece by piece by piece. But the difference between you and Vlad, you get what I'm saying, is that Vlad gonna piece us the whole motherfucking interview and then give us the interview at the end of the day. Y'all only giving us 3 minutes and saying come to Netflix. I'm not. I don't even need to see the clip. Because I ain't going. The only way you will get me over there is if you got Beyonce. That's the only way, and that'll be the only interview. I love Jilly to death. I done seen Jilly whole press run. Everywhere Jilly was at, I was at. Everywhere Jilly was at, I was at. Jilly was answering some questions, telling us names of the people she grew up with, and then not seeing them at some places. She wasn't consistent with, with the stuff. Baby, the only way you'll get me over there is if you got Beyonce over there, or if you got the footage, the audio footage from the elevator. Other than that, hang it up. Hang it up. You ain't the culture, Charlamagne. You not bigger than the culture. To be honest with you, the Breakfast Club was dead already. The Breakfast Club was dead already. To me, y'all going to Netflix was just that's just threw dirt in your motherfucking face, and we buried you. Okay, who else we got? Let's go over here with Tasha K. Y'all didn't tell me that Tasha K and Bondi Blue was beefing. This is the truth. This is the truth. I gotta tell you the truth. I really don't be paying attention, so I don't really know what's going on. Okay, I really be out of the loop. Okay, all I know is T.S. Madison and the DL Whisperer was getting into it, and the only how I know that is because I watched Diva. Shout out to Diva, and Diva talked about the DL Whisperer, but I don't think I fully grasped what's going on with the DL Whisperer and T.S. Madison. All I know is that the boy went to jail. I don't know what he was doing. Well, I guess he was stalking T.S. Madison, right? And he was supposed to be up under Tasha K. This is the thing for me. And I was just telling my friend this earlier. I don't understand. No, getting online and beefing with a bitch, video after video after video after video, right? I don't understand that, right? I'd rather just meet up and fight. I'm not about to be getting online every day and getting on the video and screaming through my motherfucking phone or screaming through my microphone. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fight somebody. I'd rather just meet up and fight. So I don't understand. And when I see people do that, I tune out. So I don't know what happened. Apparently, I guess Bundy Blue accused Tasha of being homophobic and transphobic and stuff like that. And of course, T.S. Madison said it as well. And, you know, that's the thing that the people say. This is my thing. I don't know if I believe that Tasha K is homophobic or transphobic, right? Because I know that, and people have said that I hate women. I hate Black women. I hate immigrant women. I hate dark-skinned women. You know what I'm saying? And so what I see is, I feel like whenever you see, no shade, the gays and some Black women get together, it could be, oh, they hate Black women, or oh, they hate the gays, or, you know, people always weaponize what they are. But the thing is, we all get down here and talk shit. We all get down here and talk shit. And then it's only weaponized. You get what I'm saying? I have heard T.S. Madison say some of the, and I don't know what came first, but I have heard T.S. Madison come for Tasha K's children. You get what I'm saying? And so my whole thing is, if we all supposed to be from Florida and we reading the bitch to the ground and under the ground and this and that and this and that, you get what I'm saying? Kevin, what I'm saying is, I have said some things down here on YouTube trying, you know, I have said some things on YouTube to be funny and really meant any harm. Or sometimes I say bitch and I'll just be, it don't even have to be around about a Black woman, and it'll be, you hate women. Or I could not agree with Dr. Wendy in one thing and I hate Black women. They even went as far as to saying I hate immigrant women. You had a Haitian bitch in my comments under every video that I used to do. She got a Haitian flag and I was hating on Garcelle and all this other type of stuff. Then I hate dark-skinned women. There is no end. Even when I say nigga, I be saying nigga and I don't even be talking about Black people half of the time. I don't even be talking about Black people half of the time. It's just, what I see is, if we dragging, let's drag, right? But let's not weaponize what we are and say that this person, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, what I'm saying, I just got to be honest. Sometimes I see, the gay boys be saying some things sometimes that I feel like cross the line. Sometimes I see some of the gay dudes say things to women when they beefing that cross the line. But if they say anything back, all of a sudden they homophobic. I'll be seeing them talk under their clothes. It can be a lot. And I do think that sometimes people weaponize. You don't think that is an explanation? Okay, I don't know how I can explain it even more. If they don't like your content, I don't think that Tasha K is homophobic or transphobic. I think that she just messing. I think that she knows that the difference, Gabor, is that you talk about everybody. Some people only speak on specific groups. Does Tasha K speak on specific groups? Again, I don't watch everything that Tasha K does. I don't watch everything that T.S. Madison does. I don't watch everything that anybody does. But what I'm saying is, I have heard some of the gay boys on. I have heard some people say some horrible things on YouTube. Every person that has been mentioned, I have heard them say some of the worst things on YouTube. And then it always seems like it's being weaponized. They weaponize who they are when they get into it with people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know if she is or not. Okay? That's all I'm saying. To me, I have said some things on here before and didn't mean any harm, or I do oftentimes. And listen, it's some people that believe that I hate dark-skinned women. My mama dark skin, my sisters and stuff are dark. I'm dark skin, so it's just crazy. But on one end, it's all from Florida. I'll read a bitch down. Y'all get to talking even about their kids. But if they say anything to you, they homophobic. It's crazy to me. You don't get to go so far as my whole thing is your feelings is hurt because somebody said that you was gay. You know what I'm saying? It's to me. Okay. Let me move on. Because if we going now, let's go there. If we going now, let's go there. That's all I'm saying. Okay. You know, but whatever. I seen a video of T.S. Madison saying that the DL Whisperer that they really in court. T.S. Madison. My thing with T.S. Madison is T.S. Madison got too much shit going on to be worried about a motherfucking. T.S. Madison is on RuPaul's Drag Race, for God's sakes. T.S. Madison is on RuPaul's Drag Race, for God's sakes. Let the nigga roll by there, but if the nigga knock on your door, blow his motherfucking brains out. I mean, you know, do y'all got stand y'all ground in Georgia? You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like T.S. Madison is too huge to be even worried about a DL Whisperer. Who is he? Who is he? And in no shade, if Tasha K is begging for the payment to go through with Cardi, why are we even thinking that she about to bail out the DL Whisperer? She ain't got no money for her own judgment. She don't got no money for her own judgment. So why? Girl, I don't get it. The DS was threatening her and her mom repeatedly, then drove by the house, then right, I'm filing charges. Right, but you know, me going to court, no. How TS became the spokesperson with her past is beyond me, child. Is that shade? It's what shade? Why are you coming off your chariot? Right, I would not come off my chariot. I would not come off my chariot. Not posting a Haitian flag in the name of Garcelle. Baby, the girl was posting a Haitian flag under every video, and she probably was doing some voodoo on her. Get into a distance. Shit, he's a threat. He's a threat? Well, you know. Give him the book. Okay? Who else we got? Did we do Erica Jane and her Black King? Yeah, we did Erica Jane and her Black King. Let's get over here with Royce. Royce, girl, I'm so sick of you. Girl, Royce, I'm so sick of Royce, you gotta sit this one out, baby. You gotta sit this one out, baby. You can't win this one, Boopy.
You can't win this one, Boopy.
It's over for you, Boopy. You are your son. I'm shocked that you got your son even online, baby. Okay? First, the white baby came online after all this time. Baby, Saturday, the girl said that she was out here doing Coca-Cola. Okay? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days later. Okay? The White Howard is finally speaking out and denying Amy's allegations. Apparently, it was Splenda in the bag. Child. Who you think you're talking to, Dwight? Who you think you talking to, Dwight? So it was Splenda in the bag. I guess she wasn't over there holding Stevie down and sucking his dick too. Right? Child, please. Child, please. Okay, Dwight Howard says that he's never done coke in his life amid his wife, Amy Luciani, accusing him of drug use. Y'all will believe everything y'all see on the internet. Baby, we saw a bag of coke. We saw a bag of coke. We did. Never done coke in my life. Y'all will believe everything y'all see on the internet with the LOL. Baby, you can't fool us, baby. Me reading the hate and slander in the comments. You better laugh about it. And when you let this climb on top of you. Oh, Stevie.
You know, I am so prideful and so.
You can't be, mama, because you came to the internet, girl.
Soon, you said my husband, but the positions that he listen because he got the money. I gotta say, whatever y'all don't understand, I live with him. He needs some help, and this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit.
Girl, you weak. Girl, you weak. This is what I'm losing my marriage to, baby. The marriage is gone, baby. The marriage is gone, baby. And your stupid ass didn't even have, girl, you wasn't even, I doubt that you was even on the insurance papers. I doubt that you wasn't even on the insurance papers. You supposed to be cold. You was, girl, you should have went and called Giselle's stepmama and seen what she did to get everything in her motherfucking thing. Make sure Royce and him and have a motherfucking thing, baby. Listen, he was over there doing booger sugar. He was over there doing booger sugar and he had a bag that big. You didn't have a marriage, baby. You was a beard. You was a beard. I have a great memory and I can remember stuff in order, baby. I can remember stuff in order. It girl Stevie came out with her lawsuit, his lawsuit, okay, and said that, showed the text, we don't make me go pull up the messages, okay? Dwight asked him to see his dick, asked him to send him some cum shots and told him to come over there that he want to have a threesome. And it came out, all of it. And probably about 6 months later, baby, we found out that Dwight Howard was married. You were a beard, baby. You were a beard. That was it. That's why he didn't have you signing anything. You was in love with him. You was in love with him. My husband. Our kids. Yo, girl, if you don't get your stupid ass out that man's house. CPS came here and I was trying to, I don't know if I lie for my husband. I'm not lying to CPS. So, baby, if the CPS come to the house, I need to know what they know. Why did they even come to the house? I'm not corroborating shit. Now, what's going on? He did what? And my thing is, you said, like, how I know you ain't shit, Amy, is because what you said was that he had framed a girl and he was lying on a girl and CPS took her anyway. So you wasn't even standing up for the child. You wasn't even standing up for the child. So you ain't shit, but you ain't shit by yourself either, because Royce, you ain't shit either. Royce, girl, you gotta sit this one out, Boopy. You gotta sit this one out, Boopy. Royce, and you keep on parading this predator in our face, girl. Baby, you keep on parading this predator in our face. I'm sick to my motherfucking stomach, okay? It says, Dwight Howard's son blasted him for promising to send gifts and never doing it. You told me to send you links. Okay, let's listen to what he said.
I had asked him, like, around my birthday and after Christmas, like, in between then. And I asked him, I was like, so why did you say that you were getting me all this stuff for my birthday, for Christmas, and you told me send you links and stuff, and you never did? And I was telling him, I'm like, you say that you're going to get me these gifts. You promise me all this stuff. And you don't do it, or the stuff that you do give.
Outside of,
it don't even matter what she's saying. Braylon, you were in school and you touched a child at the school. You got expelled from the school, and I don't know what school you went to, but you had to go to a sex therapist. You had to go to the sex therapist, baby. You had to go to court, and you were ordered by a judge to not be around children who was more than 2 years younger than you. Okay? You could not be around kids who was more than 2 years younger than you. And you also needed to see a sex therapist. Your mama had her boyfriend over to the house with his 2 kids. Your mama knew because she was the one that was taking you to the sex therapist. Your mama knew that you wasn't supposed to be around the sex therapist, with the kids, because she told her boyfriend. You went to the sex therapist and told the sex therapist, well, before the kids came over there, you told the sex therapist that when you get angry, it causes you to act out sexually. When you get angry, it causes you to act out sexually.
What kind of bullshit is that?
bitch, you better be joking.
Okay? So, your mama, I guess the lasagna wasn't done in time. Because your mama had the boyfriend over there with his 2 kids. The oldest boy was asleep. You got upset. You told the little boy, the younger brother, that we're going to play a game. If you beat him at the game, he was supposed to masturbate you, play with your dick, and then you let him suck him. So, Royce, you told that to the sex therapist. They called CPS. Your mother was arrested. She had to contact the boy. I believe that the boy, at the time, the boy mama had made a police report and stuff like that. So, Royce, you sitting over here, Roy, baby, this is the truth, baby. Why would I lie about something like this? Yes, Royce, you sitting up here on your high horse as if you ain't got a mugshot because you was a horrible mother. Your son was not supposed to be around. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was a cousin or not. It was some children that was in your care. You knew that your son had a problem. And you had your son around those little kids. And one of those kids was molested in your care, in your household. So you don't get to come down. You are not right. You don't get to come down to the internet smiling and happy and victory and shit, girl, because you got to mugshot your damn self with the kids. I wouldn't give a damn what happened to your child. And I'm not saying whatever happened to him was supposed to be right. I'm not saying whatever happened to him was supposed to was right and should have happened to him if he was sexually assaulted. Because Royce tells 2 different stories. At first, I don't know if she's saying that Dwight was molested by his older brother or if she was saying that her son was molested by the white older brother, because she later on said it was the nanny. But my thing is, just because your son was molested, you were supposed to stop the cycle. You was the adult. Ain't no kid supposed to be spending that at your house. Both of the kids that was at your house was more than 2 years younger than your child. They should have never been over there at all. It would have been different. I would have at least seen if one of the boys was the same age and then the other one just happened to be 5. I would have been able to say that. But both of them was more than 2 years younger than your child. You was not supposed to be. Your son was not supposed to. You don't get to come down to the internet on your high horse and make the White House seem like a bad daddy. Buy him gifts for what? Get him a gift for what? And he around here putting his dick in 5-year-old mouths. Get him a gift for what? Get him a gift for what? And don't tell me he was angry when he didn't get the gift. He like to go bust one when he angry. Royce, are you slow? Then the bitch had the audacity to be on TikTok making dance videos with the predator. Like it's cute.
Bitch, you better be joking.
Then you got the nerve to get on TikTok dancing and stuff like it's cute with the boy. Like we don't know what's going on or what he did. Like we didn't see you with the mugshot crying. And you try to blame that on the baby. That baby was in your care. He was in your care. He was at your house. He was in your care. He was at your house. You knew the conditions of what he was going through and what he was not supposed to be around. You knew the conditions. That's on you. That was on you, baby. You fucked up. And if y'all ever listen to anything from me, I want y'all to realize that boys can be molested too. Because the boy's daddy said you know, they did I read the police paperwork, and Royce talking about stuff being online and being expunged. I couldn't find it, but I remember the daddy said, yeah, I knew. Royce told me. She probably said it like as past, well, you know, he did this, so he ain't supposed to be around. The daddy said, yeah, she told me that he got in trouble with school with doing something sexual, but I didn't think that he would do it to my kids. Why not? Because your kids was boys, and the girl, he got caught doing it to a girl at the school. He got caught doing it to a girl at the school, so you didn't think that, oh, you just thinking boys will be boys and it couldn't happen to your son? When I tell y'all if I was that boy, my mom would have been in jail. And my mom or my brother or my sister would have had to go and raise my other child. They would have been in jail. So in the video, he said, but my mama's sick, I'm sick. Yeah, y'all both sick. You and your mama sick. And Dwight's sick too. Thank you for the super chat, Feel Good, 8846. He say, I work for CPS. Everybody get in a van. They put them in vans? They put them in vans? Well, you know, I think the one over here on the red shirt, he needs to be in a straight jacket. Talking about he get mad and he like the bus one. When I get angry, I act out sexually. What? What? Could you imagine telling the boy no? Could you imagine telling them no? Could you imagine being a teacher at the school? What do you mean? You act out sexually when somebody tells you no. She needs to get a job instead of going online. Royce is white, Royce is white. Or what will he do when he feels rejected? Right. When did he learn all this? I have no idea. I have no idea. He needs therapy, right? I wonder who molested him, though. I bet you Royce was molested, too, as well as Dwight. Well, she claimed that Dwight told her that he was molested by his older brother. And his sister was molested by his older brother, too, the older half-brother. And so that's what she said, that the older half-brother molested all of Dwight and his siblings, is what she said. And they tried to pray about it. But you didn't try to do nothing about it. I mean, you was taking him to a sex therapist, but you didn't stop him from doing it to other kids. You need to get off your high horse and think it's a time for you to laugh and be like, I told you so. Tammy, come get your girl. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean, right? Acting like Dwight. Why are you sharing their trauma stories? Totally right. He and his siblings are too sick. It's in their bloodline. So much sexual trauma. Once a predator, always a predator. Lock him up. Right, lock him up. What do you mean? What do you mean? He told the therapist. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. He told the sex therapist that when he get upset, he like the bus one. Yeah. So if he's 18 and this was in 2022, so that means that he was 14 when this happened. If he's 18 now and this was in 2022, that means that he was 14 when this happened. So he knew better. He knew better. 14, you knew better. I don't want to hear, see, y'all pick and choose. Y'all pick and choose, and we got to be real. I'll let the whole frontal lobe and shit ain't developing shit. That's bullshit. You know right from wrong. You know danger, danger, danger. You know danger, danger, danger. He was old enough to know better. And if he wasn't old enough to know better, Royce knew better. She was his mother. She knew better. She was his mother. She was supposed to be watching that child. Fuck the lasagna. Your man can come over here. What was it? What was he upset about? The lasagna wasn't ready. He wanted the bus for boy. He even knew to sneak and do what he did, right? If he didn't know better, he would do it in front of the parents, right? For attention. Who goes online and tell all their personal people's drama? Right. Royce violated the court order. Yes, she did. That's why she went to jail. Royce definitely got some screws loose. Girl, do you know I would never have told, girl? Shit. Girl, I'm not trying to be funny with you, baby. I would have, girl, y'all would have told me I wasn't shit because I would have left him right at the police station. He did what? He did what? Shit, I'm thinking about what he gonna do to me. Shit, Lord forbid I come home and don't feel like cooking. Lord forbid I come home and don't feel like cooking. Yeah. Yes, she knew better. She knew what that little boy was capable of. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Where's Miss Kitty? Shout out Miss Kitty. I don't know where Miss Kitty is at. What is wrong with you? What I do? Police come get this child. I would have left him there, baby. I promise to God I would have left him there. I also felt that he was exposed to someone who did him or his daddy did it to him. I don't believe that, but Belly. I mean, she gonna have to come out and tell me that she said something about the nanny did it to him. But Bellicious, and I understand that. Let's just say, you know, let's just give her grace and say that it was done to him. You were supposed to stop the cycle. You were supposed to stop it from happening to another child. He did this at your house, in your home, while you was downstairs with your man. While you was downstairs with your man. While you was downstairs with your man. And it seemed like y'all both was busting one. It seems like y'all both was busting one. You're trash. And she couldn't wait to get down here to get to the internet and smile and laughing and all of that other type of stuff. And then you making him make videos and stuff like you vindicated or something. Baby, this still is a predator. This is still a predator, baby. This is still a predator. Keep him in jail, Your Honor. She claimed that they was downstairs making lasagna. She claimed they was down there making lasagna. Royce moved into the white mansion during the pandemic and was a part of her harem with Dwight. And that was weird to me because I thought that she was done with him. Amy J, that girl wasn't done. Let me tell you something, Amy J. Let me tell you something, and I'm not stepping off of it. Baby, these girls get with these niggas and they let these niggas mistreat them because they got money. And they are just so happy to be picked back again. If Dwight did all of this stuff to you, why would you go and live in that man's mansion with the rest of the baby mamas during the pandemic? If he was just so horrible. If he was just so horrible. Royce needs to stop the videos. The mom, the dad, who knows? She should have made that boy come into the kitchen and help her. She knew that he couldn't be left alone. Desiree, the kid should have never been at the house at all. The kid should have never been at the house at all. I don't trust the motherfucker. Desiree, baby, I'm telling you, baby, the boy would have been left at the police station. Or he would have been over there with Dwight. Baby, he wouldn't have been at home with me, baby. I don't trust him around me. Baby, I'm sure not about to bring no other kids in here. I can't even get a wink of sleep around him. I don't know if he mad or not. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Shit, the Celtics lost tonight and he probably mad. On the bus one and come over here and climb on top of me, child, please. No, because he'll be dead. I didn't know that he had 5 children with 5 different women. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, her staying with him during the pandemic is wild. I'll go to a shelter before going back to my abuser. Mm-hmm. I know quite a few boys who were molested by grown women. One told me his brother and brother friends molested him. He probably get it from Dwight, because I'm telling you, baby, it girl Stevie said that baby Dwight held him down and took him right in his mouth. I say, wow. No, he couldn't go over to my house. Ain't no way. Right. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's why I'm so glad my mama let us spend the night everywhere, baby. We can go everywhere. Joyce was on TV. She's not going to the shelter. Who is Joyce? Lasagna, bump lasagna. Right. Bump lasagna. I believe it. Why am I funny? I would have left him. Y'all think that I'm being funny and I'm being dead serious. He would have been left at the police station. I'm telling you right now, baby, the school called me and tell me, baby, depending on what you did, baby, you probably have to stay up here. You probably have to stay up here. We're going to have to go to court, baby, and I'm signing over my rights. Don't bring Mama Joyce into this. I'll be glad when they're off the news cycle. I hope they is, child. When the divorce is over with, they'll be through. Oh, Joyce. Don't bring Joyce. She thinks exposure equals accountability. No, he did. He did what? Right. He did what? Mm-hmm. I seen an interview that that Candy did. It was an interview. Girl, I don't know these new content creators, girl, I don't know what they be doing. But I seen a clip with Candy online and she was talking about that she found out, while writing songs for other people. She was important to everybody or something like that. And they was like, if you want to watch the interview, right, watch or some shit. And so I didn't watch it because I don't like people hitting me up, right? So she ended up, I ended up seeing the interview and I ended up watching it. And Candy said that she only had sex with Block one time. Candy said that she only had sex with Block one time. One time. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Candy said she only had sex with Block one time, baby. Ain't that crazy? That wasn't even her main. Well, he was married, though. They said that he was married. Candy is lying. One hit a quarter. Is Riley his? She looked just like him. Candy girl, what? What? I don't think I would have said that. Maybe she meant vaginally. Well, baby, listen. One hit a quarter, the rest were anal. That's all it takes, baby. They got one time and she acts like that, thought she was a whole mistress. Yes, baby. I don't know. I'm just let me be quiet. Because this is one I was about to have a gay moment. Y'all was gonna be like, he hate women. All I was gonna say was, can I say it? I'm just saying I probably would have gave I don't know. Let me be quiet. I don't know. I probably would have gave myself a chance at life, child. I don't know if I would have, if I just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if it was my man or something, probably, child. But somebody that I just, you know what I'm saying? Girl, she probably did, Candy. Okay, I'm just saying, I would have gave myself a chance, and you take what you want for that. I would have gave myself a chance at life. Wow, she sounded like Angela Simmons. She said that she only had sex with her baby daddy once. One time and kept the baby. Yes, but M. Jones, the truth that wouldn't have. And that's my niece, and I love her. It's love her. But she would. I'm just saying, if I was Candy, she wouldn't be here. Y'all wouldn't know her. Y'all wouldn't know her. It would be Neverland, baby. I'd have jumped down the flight of stairs or something like that. But girl, please. Girl, please. Who? I probably would have gave myself a chance. But I don't, you say, but all I'm saying is it's easy for me to say that as a man without any ovaries, right? It's easy for me to say that with no man without any ovaries. With my mind right now, baby, listen, I probably would have jumped down the flight of stairs and drunk some Clorox or something, baby. Riley wouldn't be here, baby. Baby, Riley wouldn't be here, baby. I'll see you in heaven, baby. Right, baby, huh? Heaven sent, baby. See you when I get there. I'll see you when I get there. Papa don't preach. I'm just telling you, baby. I'm sorry, but I feel you. I think I know two women who told me they got pregnant on their first time having sex. And one of them told me that she went to the doctor. She told me that she went to the doctor. She said that she knew that she wasn't pregnant because she only did it one time. And she was feeling sick, baby. And she was 14 years old. And she was feeling sick. And she said that she went to the doctor and said she had sex. She said one time. And she said her mama told her that's all it takes. All it takes is one time. And she went to the doctor back and she was pregnant. But she said her mama helped her. 14 years old. I will keep it. She already rich and dad had money and wasn't Candy's bandmates. Already having babies in Georgia Peach. Listen. Georgia Peach, I'm not listening. I'm just, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But for me, personally, I would have gave myself a chance at life, baby. Especially if the nigga told me you and my child weren't going to get nothing from me. He gave me the clap too. My parents made me have a baby. Erica, girl, I love it, baby. You just trolling me. Now, what is the clap? 14? Yeah, she was 14. She was 14 when she had the baby. She was 14. My friend was 14. My friend told me she was 14. I met her later on in life. I didn't know her when she was 14 now. Now, Perla, we was 11. Perla, we was 11 in 6th grade, baby. Perla was 16. Perla was 11. We was in the 6th grade. Now, this girl, 14, good on her mom for standing by her. My mind has changed. Again, this is a scenario that I feel like that sometimes the gay boys can be a little harsh on. My mind has changed about teenage pregnancy, right? I would, if my daughter was pregnant, if my daughter came home pregnant at a young age and she wanted to keep the baby, I would stand with my child and I would help her to raise that baby to the best of our ability. I would not want my child to struggle, and I wouldn't want to continue a cycle. We didn't grow up poor though, But I wouldn't want to make it hard on my child where her and her baby couldn't thrive. You get what I'm saying? I had a friend that was a teenage mother. And I saw her baby in that stroller, baby. When I tell you they bought the stroller from the dollar store, baby, I seen her baby in that stroller. When I tell you the baby ass was touching the ground, the baby. When I tell you there had to be a baby, I remember looking and seeing that baby in that stroller. That baby was damn near, and her baby was sickly. That baby ass was damn near touching the ground, baby. That's how weak the motherfucking stroller was. And I looked at my friend and said, baby, she shouldn't have had that baby, girl. Y'all can't even afford a stroller. Y'all can't even afford a stroller. Baby had a stroller. They didn't even have a car. Mama didn't have a car, baby. I seen the mom over there on Metro, baby. I said, girl, I wish I would have had a baby and my mom over here. Okay, I'm gonna get to the doctor's appointments, girl. Baby daddy in jail. Oh, please. Baby daddy in jail. Baby daddy was in and out of jail, baby. How old was Candy? She wasn't 14. No, my grandmother told my mom, if you can spread your legs, you can raise the baby. She gonna raise the baby. I'm just gonna help my child. And I'm not trying to change somebody else's mind. I just think that a lot of times, you know, I feel like, in my opinion, right? I feel like as a man who doesn't have any children, that this is a conversation with teenage pregnancy in women. Since women are the ones who find themselves pregnant, that is a conversation that should be had amongst women and parents. I feel like sometimes we see a lot of gay boys that be waving their fingers at the little teenage mothers, but you don't got no ovary, so I don't feel like that you should have a say so. In my opinion, that's just me. You don't have an ovary, so I don't feel like that men are gay men who are not parents or who are not helping this child should be waving their fingers in this little girl face saying that she fast and she this and she that and she this and she that. If you're not going to be there to try to help the girl. You get what I'm saying? But me and my child, or my nieces or nephews, my mind has changed from when I was hanging with Perla when I was 11 years old, right? My mind has changed. And so I will be there to try to help any girl in my vicinity or any girl that's around me, because I don't want to see that doesn't help the child and the baby. Why would you want to make it harder for them? I have to have a conversation with my mama about that before. Why would you want to make it harder for a child, a girl who had a baby? You get what I'm saying? Why would you want to make it harder for a young girl who had a baby? Why would you want to do that? We have to get out of that, in my opinion. Agree. How many times did Portia sleep with him? I don't know. Oh my God, boy. What do gay men have to do with this child? I have seen a lot of gay men wave their fingers and Georgia, let's not act like that we haven't seen gay men talk about women who got 5 different baby mamas and stuff like. I have seen gay men say some things that I could think that I could be like, okay, I don't think that we should have went that far. You should have went that far. I don't think that anyone should be waving fingers at a teen mom. Okay, me neither. Especially you ain't gonna help them. But that's just me. Let's move on. Candy said that she had sex with Block one time, child. Candy, you didn't say that, girl. They dragged them. The hell they do. So have other women. But other women, I feel like, Georgia Peach, this is what I'm saying, baby. Other women have ovaries, and they didn't find themselves pregnant as a teenager. Men can't get pregnant. So keep your mouth shut. You don't know what it's like to have a vagina. So you should keep that to yourself. Only women can have babies. Okay? So if a woman can chastise a young girl in a way that men can't, because a woman who has made it to 20 years old without having a baby, they've been where that girl has been before. In my opinion. Listen, that's my opinion. Y'all don't have to agree with me. That's just how I think. That's just how I look at it. That's how I look at it. That means finger waving Christian nationalists are gay. Most moms understand after the first baby, easy to get pregnant again. That's why parents encourage abortion to their teen daughters. I seen a clip of Audra McDonald. Is that her name? Audra McDonald and Tay Diggs. I guess they was both doctors and their daughter had a baby. It was a clip from some TV show. It was a nice little scene that they had. No one should speak on anyone's situation. Right. You right. I remember watching Labor and Delivery on TLC. The mom made her teenage daughter have the baby naturally. Meds at all. No meds at all. So sad. Oh, they need to start encouraging birth control. Mine gonna be on birth control as soon as they. No, I don't want to put the birth. You know the birth, but you know this is why I hear. You know I grew up in the hood, but we weren't broke. I heard that birth control, the girls be having star crunch faces like Kenya Moore. You get what I'm saying? They say that they get a little fat from the birth control. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff that going on why the girls don't want to have birth control. Women need to learn that on some topics too. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah, private practice. I remember the show. The great Michael Jackson said, if you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. He said that? Wow. Well, Candy can feed her baby, though. Candy can feed her baby, yeah. But all we do is speak on other people's situations. Yeah, but I'm just saying that I feel like that teenage mother is a very, you know, there are some gay things that I feel like that people probably shouldn't speak on either. But I'm just saying with teenage, my heart has changed with teenage mothers. Georgia Peach. Okay? Now, get up off me now. Okay? All of these hormones are too much in the long run. They getting on birth control. Birth control is horrible. Weight gain, high blood pressure, inflammation. Wow, that's horrible. The mom making the daughter go through childbirth naturally without pain meds. Sometimes they use birth control to clear some skin. My parents wasn't playing that teen pregnancy stuff. I was not about to move another baby in on them. That's the one thing that my divorced parents agreed on. Well, Michael Jackson definitely fed babies. Let's just say he did more than what they say. He did more than feed the babies. So he was over there. They said Michael Jackson was over there like Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard. Mike definitely said that. Can we push vasectomies instead? Yeah. Okay. What else? The Oscars come on this weekend. Are y'all watching the Oscars? The Oscars come on this weekend, so we'll see what's going on. We'll see. Oh, Erica Jane said that she was over there getting beat by a black king. Oh, Erica Jane, girl. Michael saying it in a song, "Wanna Be Starting Something." Okay, I didn't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know all of Michael like that. I made my daughters have an abortion. I was like, hell no. Girl, quit playing with me. I'm not watching the Oscars. Hope Sinners win, though. No, someone on the internet said it's black dude. It's a black dude. It's a black dude. No, I'll let you tell me about the Oscars. I'm watching to see Miles Catton perform "I Lied to You." Who was that? Oh, from Sinners? Okay. Is Erica the light skin? Still light skin to you guys? I'm rooting for Sinners. She probably caught the cops on the black man with a subpoena. I'm watching. I'm going to catch the recap. Scared her off so bad she had to pull a MAGA man. Oh my God. Nope. Subpoena. Gabor, is the Kiana thing true? Let me look on. Let me check my Instagram real quick. Let me see, baby. Oh my God. That would be wonderful. I wonder, did she make a statement? Girl, the nerve of this bitch to try to make a statement. That y'all. Ain't nobody sent me nothing. Let me see my notifications. Because, you know, people be saying that. Let me go to Twitter and stuff. You know, Twitter will let me know. Oh, I can go find the Housewives people to see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go look and see what's going on. What the hell is going on between these sheets in my home? She got to go. She got to go. And I saw a video of some girls that remind me that Kiana they look like Kiana raised them. Let me see. And hopefully I can find a video. Okay, now I'm not seeing it on the Housewives channels that I look at. Let me see. Hopefully she gone. She don't need to be there. She don't fit in. And, oh, and Monique, they asked Monique, was she gonna, let's see. Queens of Bravo. Okay, no, ain't nobody saying nothing. Let me see. Oh, okay. So Monique, somebody sent me something. Anastasia, thank you so much, Anastasia, for sending it to me. Okay, Anastasia sent me this from Monique with her lying ass. I was gonna tell y'all about it. Somebody wrote, "Would you be telling us about Stacey anytime soon?" This is what they wrote to Monique. Monique wrote, "Yes, my bad. I still haven't watched yet. It's been a little nonstop mommy mode over here, but I will. I promise." Girl, it ain't no mommy mode. Girl, first of all, you ain't got to watch the reunion to tell us what happened. Girl, Georgia Peach. Girl, Georgia, you is so messy, child. I love it. Child. They fired Stacey. Child, please. Child, please. What do White House say? Y'all believe anything on the internet, child. Let me be quiet. Okay, now let me see. It was something else that I wanted to show y'all. Where's my phone? It was something I wanted to show y'all. It was these little girls. They remind me of Kiana. I know that Kiana, they ain't. She got to be there, ain't. These must be her brothers. These must be her brothers. Let me see. Did I send it to myself? Hold on. These got to be Kiana brothers' kids, or her nieces and nephews. Gotta be. Hold on. It's a good one. And they got kids in it. So don't get mad at me. I'm letting you know now. Let me see. Y'all lucky it's gone. Y'all lucky it's gone. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. It was a video. So let me tell y'all what it was real quick. Okay. It was a video of these little black girls. They was like, it seemed like they was at like a slumber party or something like that. And then the mama was holding the camera, and it was like 5 of them at a summer party, and they was like attitude, and the girl was running up like Kiana or something, like they was getting ready to fight. And then they were saying something like, "It's gone." It was on somebody's story. It was like, "What are we teaching young black girls?" And it was like, oh my God, let me see. I thought I sent it to myself. I'm so mad. They was like, attitude. And they act like they was gonna fight like Kiana. And then they started making these statements, and they was like, "What are we teaching young black girls?" Let me see if I can go to young black girls. Young black girls. Teach them. Raise them up. I ain't gonna be able to find it. But it was real gutter. It was real gutter. I thought it was Army Hammer, Little Gutter Snipes. I hope so, because that lady is right for something. He's gonna lose our views. Like, Georgia, you always hate on beautiful black women like Monique, but if she looked like a build like Jill, it would be different. You see how y'all body shame? Now, what makes Monique beautiful and Jill Scott not? Huh? I hope so, because of attitude. Now walk off. Right, Jazz. That's what they said. Attitude. Now walk off. And then the girls were saying stuff like, "I'll fire you up," or "I'll beat you. I'd rather be fat than raising a baby I didn't want." Ooh. Jill Scott is pretty. Yes, baby. Jill Scott is pretty. Jill Scott is pretty. Jill Scott is pretty, baby. And so y'all don't know who was winning. Okay. Y'all didn't get my answer. Okay. But y'all, I do plan on, so I'm gonna let y'all know tomorrow if I'm rooting for Tiana, but I'm gonna let y'all know if I think that she should win. I'm gonna let y'all know if I think that she should win the Oscar. Because again, I saw Honora after she won the Oscar, and I didn't really see Best Actress. I'm just being real with you. But I also see I'm a good judge in talent. I didn't really see Michael, have you watched the movie? JW, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the movie. But what I'm telling you is I'm gonna let you know if I think that she deserves. Baby, when JW, I told you when I tried to look at the movie said it was 2 hours and 42 minutes. Who got time for that? I'm gonna have to watch that in segments. Honora won because she was naked half the time. I only saw her titties one time. Baby, the girl Mikey Madison. Baby, you thought that she was good in Honora. I mean, JW, it was. I'm not even trying to be funny, Mike. JW, I'm not even trying to be funny. That movie shouldn't even been nominated. That movie shouldn't even been at the Oscars, child. Let's be real. It goes by fast. She showed her titties in one scene. She showed her titties in one scene. Let's be real though. Let's have real talk though. If the girl won for Honora, then Lisa Ray should at least been nominated for an Oscar.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
I'm not being approved. I didn't know Honora won an Oscar. Wow, I liked it, but it wasn't an Oscar movie. Chief Queef, baby, let me tell you something. They cleaned up. They won best movie, best script, best screenplay. They won everything, baby. They won everything. You got to show some if you want to win. Look at Halle, child. Halle beat her son. You know, her son looked like one of Nene kids. They beat her son, baby. She seen the boy had, you know, that was Halle played Precious. Halle played Mary Jenkins before Monique did because she beat up on her son over there. He looked like a gorilla. Oh, let me stop. He died in real life. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. He passed away in real life. Halle showed her breast and won an Oscar. Jerry, you know that the role was offered to Vanessa Williams, but she said she had just had her last baby, and her body wasn't in order to show her titties and stuff. But you know, she had already showed her. Yeah, showed her titties before and her nappy. Girl, over there in the lesbianic photos, child. And I don't understand why people are still over here posing nude, baby. And Vanessa Williams lost her motherfucking crown, and y'all motherfuckers letting people record y'all over here butt naked with a cell phone.
You's a stupid motherfucker.
Y'all motherfuckers around here. Great dancer choreography, but Tiana acting, they pushing it. Yes, best this, best that. Right, they won everything. What? Was Lisa Ray even acting in that movie? She sounds like that. She was, the girl from Honora wasn't acting either. Tiana might win then because she already showed her hair pussy. Where did she show her that? I cannot see Vanessa in that role. Vanessa can't act that well. She did good as Terry. Now it's different. People record themselves nude and for free and send it out, y'all. A cell phone, yes, they do. They do it for OnlyFans for money, baby. I seen the motherfucker that, baby. Richie. I seen the motherfucker so down now, baby. He had OnlyFans and baby was over there talking about. He had a GoFundMe talking about he needed to get his car fixed. I say, child, not you over here on OnlyFans butt naked, y'all, and then you got to GoFundMe too. You got to GoFundMe too. Angela Bassett passed on Monsters Ball. Did she? JW, bucket naked. Vanessa is a better actor than Halle on any day. My God. Good boy, you never had anyone take a video of you, Shanae Carlson. I'm not trying to be funny. I was raised. I wasn't dragged up. I was raised. All my best vice crimes are on Polaroid. They don't last long. Annie can sound like an actress in a 24-piece wig and say, F the family, F the family, F my husband. The lost. I was raised, and I'll say Shanae Carlson. No, I've never had anyone take a picture of me or video of me. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing you that. I'm not doing you that, but don't do me that. And ain't nobody ever did me that. I was raised, I wasn't dragged up. And that's not to say that you was dragged up. What about if you were in love? But I feel like, but let me tell you something, Shania Carlson. What I know about me is that I'm blessed. And you don't have to have a picture or a video of it. Because if you don't have a picture or a video of it, if you had it one time, baby, the experience is still there for you. The experience will still be there for you. Oh, Jesus. The experience will still be there for you. So you know, once you had the experience, It will never leave you. You don't need a picture or a phone. You need a picture or a video if you're gonna forget about the shit and to remember it. But the experience will still be there for you. I'm just saying. Fatty Back Soup, thank you for the super chats. What's good, boy? You said, honey, I was raised. I was raised. I wasn't dragged up, baby. Now I get it. Thank you, Angel. What? That's why you're being single and a longer boy. You are boring. No pics and nobody can grab that boot. Baby, when I tell you, baby, I'm about to go. Thank y'all so much for guessing 26 Gabor is no longer a virgin. I am a virgin. Raised on DJ Jimmy, but I've never done what they said in the song. My mama told us do as I say, not as I do. The experienced version. No, baby, I'm not experienced. I read. I'm well informed. Some people send nudes to everyone. You might as well put them on the internet. Gabor is not born. Who said that? I'm not. He used your vulnerable moment against you. That's what they do, child. That's what I do. So because we in love, we gotta record ourselves. Why did Martin Luther King die for? Right. But who said love? How would a virgin even be in these type of situations? Right. The educated version. Baby, Jerry IJW. Y'all dead to me. Zip it, bitch. Zip it. You're dead in my book. Zip it, bitch. You're well informed. I read well, baby. Gabor, USA mess. I love it. What? Oh, use a mess. Okay. And y'all said Angel was a flop. Angel is that girl, baby. Angel is the gift that keeps on giving and giving and giving and giving. That's my girl. I hope she come back. I hope they do get rid of Kay. I would love if Giselle is gone. I would. He reads the articles. I used to read Zane books. Baby, Angel is low-key iconic. You know what made Angel an icon, though? Baby, when Angel said, baby, when I tell you when Angel said, baby, I hope justice is served, baby, I loved it. Baby. If she would have stood on business at the reunion and Andy would have said, what did you make about it? I would have said, what did you get from it? Okay, well, whatever you took from it, that's what I meant. Whatever you took from it, that's what I meant. It is what it is. That black bitch been fucking with me all motherfucking season. You know, and hey. I love that too. Iconic. You all say anything. Oh, Jerry, you want to sit up here talking about Mikey Madison should have won for Honora. Wait, what, good boy? Not Giselle. She is my favorite, but I want her gone for a season. Zane, I thought you read the Bible. I do read the Bible. I read the Bible at Bible study. Just let go of Kay and Ashley. Not Ashley. Changed my opinion 100%. She said then, oh my God. Oh, she did. I thought that was fierce. I have a hardcover Zane books, and I used to watch the show too. They like when Mary said to Jen Shaw, I pray you go to jail. Next month will make it 10 years that I have been abstinent. Oh, wow. But you still been had, though? Wow. But that's, Richie, that's amazing. That's amazing. Hopefully give you your wall tag. Oh, I hope. On your first time, you be turned every which way but loose. Don't manifest it for me, baby. I don't want to get turned every which way but loose. That's what, that loose is that you got that all caps with that loose. Mary say, I pray you guilty, actually. Wow. Where did it say Kay is gone? That's what I'm looking for. And I love you back, Lee Bennett. What makes Angel iconic is hosting the worst cast trip of all Housewives franchises. Oh, Mo Walker, don't do her that. But you still been had it. Oh, God. Jesus. I'm pretty too sure. You see how I did that? Sure. Ain't another iconic moment from Angel. Let's get it. Mo, is that right? That's iconic. And then saying the experience is here for you. I've seen the fact that I'm not shady. I'm not. Okay. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Adios.
25 got you. Call daddy, tell him 25 got you. Call daddy, tell him 25 got you.